Hey everyone, welcome back to Coding with Nathan. Today we're building something useful, a password generator in Python. This project will teach you random generation, string handling, checkboxes, and building a clean graphical interface with TK interface. Best of all, you'll end up with a tool you can actually use to create strong passwords. We'll build a nice looking window with options for password length, character types. If you haven't watched the GUI number guessing game yet, I recommend checking that out first. The link is in the description. All right, let's get started. Here is exactly what we are going to build. You can choose the password length, turn on or off uppercase letters, to include numbers, and special symbols. When you click generate, generates a strong password. That's a little too strong for me, but hey, to each his own. You can copy it to your clipboard with one button and just paste it right in. It looks clean, professional. Now let's build it step by step. All right, so let's get building. We're going to create a password generator that allows the user to choose the password length, select which type of characters to include, generate a random password, and copy them easily to the clipboard. This is excellent practice for building real-world applications. All right, so to start off, we're going to go to VS Code and create a new file and save it as password underscore generator.py, just like this. All right, so we are going to start with our imports. What are you doing? All right, with our import, first one is TK interface. I'm going to alias it as TK for simpler typing, and then we are going to also bring in specifically the message box. So we can use that directly, just like last time. We are then going to import random so that we can randomize our password, and we are going to be using strings, so we're going to need that. Then as a best practice, we are going to create a section for our colors so that we keep them consistent and don't mistype them. And what we are going to do is assign all our colors. And this will give you an easy way to change them. Okay, so this is just a dark background. We will get a title color. Just gonna make that white. So you can either do it by the RGB colors, or there are some predefined colors. And can look those up to see what exactly is defined or isn't defined, and whether you like them. 0F1. All right. It's going to be a light gray. Add a space there just for clarity. accent color. What do we got? 34.98. Okay. This is blue. And success color, which of course will be a green. Which is 2CCs. Okay. And a warning color, which will be a red. And a text color. All right, that is it for that section. Then we will define our class, which we are calling password generator, colon, and we define our init self, our init function. So where we set up our window with TK interface, root TK self.root.title generator self-promotion. And no. Okay, get to the end, go around. Self.root. Set up the window size. We're going to go 620 by 520 for this one. Oh, the auto fill in gets you every time. Figure. Here is where we finally say background equals background color. All right. First color usage self.root.size bubble false. All right. And then we are going to call our next function create widgets to actually create the controls on the window. Don't do that. That is the end of that function. All right, and then we continue on with our next function, which is our setting up of the window. Call it create widgets. Here, we need to set up all the controls that we are using. Set up a title. Title will be TK, the label control. Set font. Some days you can't type. All right. A comma there. After. Really? Okay, we are missing something. Okay, we missed this opening parentheses here. Yes, then it screws everything up because it tries to autofill it in again. All right, background equals background color, foreground equals title color, and then finally we are done. Title. Let's get some padding in the Y. Take in the length field. In a frame. Really? And the right key. All right, and then we will add a label to it. And here our root is the length frame, which we just created, and not the window root. Length. Put in a font. Well, equals color. Color. Really? That, and what is wrong with our font? Did not put an equal sign in here. All right. This still does not like that. Now we got 150. All right. So there goes it. Here's where we start taking in our fields. We have initialized it at 16, but this again is still in this frame for organizational purposes. So give it a font equals and some. We cannot spell today. Arial 14 width equals 5. Stiff 5 equals enter. All right. Okay. Right, and then we go down to the options frame. This is where we will put all our checkboxes. Options, keep them organized. Again with the spelling. Okay. Spacing. A little more spelling. All right. And the checkboxes and all right. Initializing these. All right, here's our 3 checkboxes. Well, that's our variables for our checkboxes. Now we'll set up the checkboxes. They are called check button. Options. Frame. Text. Equals. Case. Letters. A-C. Insert A-X. All right, so this is the where you set which variable is gonna get the input or get the setting of whether the checkbox is checked or not. Let me just give it the color and foreground equals label color. Accents, color, font, Arial, to do 11, and we will anchor the X 50, Y equals 5. All right, there we go. One checkbox done. More to go. More check buttons, I should say. Options, frame, text equals numbers 0 to 9. Variable equals self numbers fair equals color background equals label color select color select color equals accent color font equals Arial 11, and then we pack this with equals W X 50 Y 5, and on to the last check button. Options, frame, equals include special symbols This is and etc. All right. Oh, it's a lot of typing. Okay, the variable equals of the symbol where background equals background color, foreground equals label color, select color equals accent color, font equals Arial 11, pack dot pack anchor equals W, pad X equals 50, pad Y equals 5. We are done with check buttons. Now we just need the generate button. Generate button equals TK button self root text generate password. All right. Almost done with our controls. Font equals Arial. We're going to use 14. Bold. Let's get the spacing correct. And then the background equals background color, foreground equals and the width equals 20, height equals 2, the command that will get executed, self generate password. All right. Generate button pack. It's 20. That's not correct. All right, now we need to display our password. Need another label, TK label, self root, text equals your password. Very creative, I know. All right, font equals Arial 12. Background equals background color, foreground equals label color, 5. And self password there equals TK. Now we are using our string there. Putting that after it. Yes, I know. I've creatively spelled stuff. Password. And then we need entry. Okay. Entry. Self.root. Text variable. Okay, so this is the variable that's going to default into here. And again, equals real 16, so we can see it better. Justify enter with 40 characters should be enough. State equals read only. Except for that needs to be that read only background equals. Aha, we missed a color, but we will put this in here. We'll just have to do, yeah, is that the same as our background color? It probably is. Or really, foreground equals success color. Actually, let's just use background color here. Let's see why we shouldn't. Okay, there we go. Password entry. Pack. Abby. 10. All right. Then almost done. The copy button. Copy. Okay. Button. Root. Text equals copy to clipboard. All right. Font equals, nope, Arial. 12. This bold. Background equals success color. Foreground equals, I don't know why white there. Yeah, we shouldn't be doing that. We should be using foreground color. Have foreground color. We can use title color. All right. width equals 18, height equals 1. The command equals self copy. And this is the function we need to write yet, just like other functions. All right, copy clipboard. Copy button.pack. Y equals 10. All right. Oh, the last thing, status label. Self status label, stk label, self.root text equals ready to generate passwords. All right. Okay. Font equals Arial 10. Background equals background color. Background equals table color. Dot status label pack ready equals 15. All right, we are finally done with this function. All right. All right, well, believe it or not, we're almost done. That the actual work of the program takes less to do than setting up the user interface. So we're going to put in the function to generate the password. We are going to put it in a try because bad things may happen and we have to not blow up. Not blowing up is good. Okay, we're just going to get the length. If all right, so we're just getting what the user set as the length variable. We want it to be between 8 and no greater than 32. So if it isn't in that range, we're going to tell them it is invalid. All right. exit. That is not true. All right, so to build character pool. So characters equal string dot lowercase. All right, so we can always use lowercase. If upper so we check to see if they want to use the uppercase. If so, we add it in characters. We do plus equals to add it in. And then we add, and these are functions of the string that we imported. So as you can see in the editor here, it says this is what we're going to add. And if we go back up to here, if it will show us, maybe we have to go, okay. And here you can see what it's added there. These are just predefined in the string library that we imported. All right. And that is it for that. So then we check the next variable, which is the numbers var. If that one is selected, we add in. I'm gonna guess it's string.number, string.digits. And if you didn't see that, it is digits. And if self dot symbols there. This is true. You then want to add in string dot, what would it be? Punctuation. I'm going to add in all of these characters. All right. Luckily, Python has that all easily set up for us. So now we need to generate our password. And password equals what is that? Join random choice characters. And does not like that. I know that. semicolons. Okay, we will figure that out in a second. Display password of dot password there dot set it to the password of that status label big. All right, and then we set message. All right. That just says foreground equals success color. All right. Now we finish this up. We of course need the accept block. Exception. To finish this up. And if there is an exception, we just need to display a message box. And show error. Error. Oh, very something went wrong. Please try again. Because nothing could be. All right. That is the end of that function. And now we got to figure out what did we type wrong? All right. Okay. I see it. There should not be this here. All right. Basically, we're just making a random choice in the range of the length. Let me just keep doing it until we get out to the length. Make a random choice from this character string until we fill our length out. All right, that is it. We are almost done. Of course, have another couple of functions here. We need the copied clipboard. Set that up as copied clipboard self. Password equals self. Yes. Password var get. So we get the, don't do that. If password root. First, we're going to clear what's in the clipboard. Why is it putting 0 in? Oh, it's because it's automatically adding it, and I am trying to add it to clipboard.append. Okay, we append it to the clipboard. It's in password, right? Root dot update it. Put the message label dot big text equals password copy to clipboard. Say that's a success color. And if not that, add an else message box. Show warning. No password. Generate a password first. All right. All right. That's it. What the heck is? Stop helping. Stop helping. All right. Probably on the wrong side of that. And then we need the defaults. The function to run. Self root main loop. All right. And of course at the bottom of every program. Run application if name equals main lowercase m app equals password generator app.run. All right, there we go. Self T is not defined. Our spelling has got us again. All right, but that is easy fix here. Unless it thinks it's smarter than you and highlights what you don't want it to. All right, that is it. You should be done. All right, so we tried to run it and it came back and told us we had an error, which we have traced down to this. We cannot spell. So if we do this, then we should be able to just run this. And there we go. Our password generator is up and running. We all set. And let's try it out a few times. That's a decent password. We're gonna like get rid of the uppercase. Let's see we know uppercase. Try it again. Let's get rid of the numbers. Let's get rid of the special characters. We get all lowercase. Add the numbers back in. Add the uppercase back in. And there you go. So from here, what can you do? Well, some of the challenges you can do is you can add a strength meter to how strong the password is. You can generate multiple passwords at once instead of just one. You can save the passwords to a text file. You can add a button to clear the current password. And if you want, you could create a version that runs in the terminal without the GUI. And that's it. So now you have your own working password generator. It's a great project to add to your portfolio because it's practical. It shows you can build useful tools in Python. You learn how to work with random choices, build user interfaces, handle user input safely. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more beginner Python projects. Let me know in the comments, did you build it? What challenge are you trying first? And we will see you in the next tutorial. Thanks for watching.